So I come from a film background. I worked in the film industry all over the world. I was in LA for a number of years. I was working on movies. I was developing content. I was working with writers and directors. I was physically producing on location, on set.
3, 2, 1,
It was a wild ride and something that has really built and instilled this foundation in me of love and passion for story.
So, Bob, have you ever been camping before?
Yes, of course I've been camping before.
So we did a number of films. I was super proud of them, but we were living in the middle of LA, and my wife and I decided that we wanted to raise our kids back in Illinois, where we both grew up. My wife is from Urbana. I grew up further north, and it was important to us to get back to our roots, get closer to family. The problem was we moved in January of 2020, and a couple months later, COVID hit, and everything shut down.
Governor Pritzker's stay-at-home order is now in effect. It requires any non-essential business to close down.
I was watching the entire film market, independent film market, just dry up right in front of me. It was brutal. My investors started pulling out, and we really came to that moment of we had to decide, what are we going to do next? My wife Rebecca is a florist. I had just kind of began to help her and was digging into it with her just as a side hobby, and suddenly it grew into a bit more of a passion. And so when we were looking at what are we going to do, we decided, well, you know what? Let's start a business. And we started a cut flower farm and full-service florist business out of our home in Urbana. That was maybe one of the coolest things that I've ever been a part of, because it took me to a different level of entrepreneurship. It took me into the community in a way where, like with film, you're so out of touch with most of your audience because they're everywhere. And with flowers, we were interacting with our customers on a weekly basis, if not a daily basis. And we were building relationships in the community. We were building friendships among the people that were working alongside of us at farmers markets. It was really something special that I did not anticipate. So along the way, we were invited to do a segment with CI Living.
The secret behind the perfect floral arrangement. Here's the dirt sponsor. We have the Land Connection as well as Florosophy Farms. Owners, Ryan and Rebecca Frost.
Little did I know that was about a year and a half ago, but I had no idea that I would be coming back as a co-host on the show. And I couldn't be happier to be where I am now, because in my heart, I've always loved the creative industries. I've always been a storyteller. The biggest difference that I see now with this career change is that I'm not creating stories. I'm out in the community discovering stories.